Hi friends! Welcome back to Practicing My Prep with Wendy. So today I thought I would show you my get home bag. It's a work in progress. I know there's a few things missing in it, but maybe this will encourage you to start a get home bag for you as well. It's different than a bug out bag in my estimation. Bug out bag is much more involved. My get home bag is just to get me home. It sits in my car, and should something happen where I need to get home and my car isn't working, I take my bag out of the car and I can walk home and get home safely. In my day-to-day life, 90% of the time probably, I am less than 13 miles probably from my house. My work is about 13 miles away from the house, and so I know that's kind of the furthest part that I kind of travel around on a day-to-day sort of business. So I packed my bag in the estimation of something within 10 miles. I should be able to get home in a few hours. And so my bag is not super heavy. It's not super full because I don't feel like I need it. I can get home certainly within a few hours. And also, I don't want to be carrying a big heavy bag. In my car, we do live where it does get cold, and so in my car I have a jacket with gloves in the pocket and a pair of tennis shoes of some sort with socks. That's in my trunk all the time because I'm not always dressed appropriately for the weather, even though I'm out in the car, going out on date night or whatever with the hubby. So sometimes I'm not in sensible shoes. So I try to keep a pair of tennis shoes in my car so that should something happen and we get a flat tire, AAA's not around, who knows what could happen. I could exchange the shoes and actually be able to walk myself home. So I'm going to just show you what I have. I know there's things missing, and I'll tell you what I intend to put in it. And then hopefully this encourages you. Okay, here we go. So here's my jacket. I pulled it out of the trunk so you can see it. I also pulled out my pair of shoes and a pair of socks. I do not go and buy special shoes for this. I wait until there's my other shoes are starting to get old, and I put them in my trunk, and when I buy a new pair of tennis shoes. So I don't donate or give away my old tennis shoes. I keep them and I rotate them through in all of the cars. So I have one in my car, I have a pair in my husband's car, I have a pair in our truck, just so I can always exchange shoes and be able to walk and do what I need to do. I also do keep a list of supplies of what's in my get home bag. I have one for my husband, one for our travel truck as well. It is not full and complete, but it helps me keep track when I go through my long-term supply and all sorts of prepping supplies. I do it twice a year, biannually, and so this helps keep me on track. So in my bag is just one of my kids' old high school backpacks. I don't particularly want to look like a prepper when there's some sort of emergency and I'm having to walk home. I don't want to necessarily have the look of a military sort of style. So this suits me fine. Again, it's just a get home bag. My go bag looks completely different. But for this, it carries everything that I need and what I will wear when I do my epic walk home from work that I'm planning on doing. So we have that. A couple bottles of water, a pair of gloves, just in case I have to, I don't know, move rock or trees or something to be able to get home. Got a headlamp with batteries and a flashlight, a paracord wrist thing, some cash, and in various denominations, small, because maybe as I'm walking home, I need more water or Gatorade or something. Stores might still be open, but they may not have electricity or whatever, and I can use cash to get whatever it is that I think I might need. I've got some beef jerky and some granola bars, and I did put my expirations on those that I look at twice a year to make sure I'm not expired. And then I have just a consolidated bag of goodies that I'll open in a second, as well as kind of a first aid kit that I have. We'll open those in a minute. I've got a folding knife and my tourniquet. The tourniquet actually lives in the driver's side door in my car, so it's always readily available should something happen. This can mean the difference between life and death in me or somebody else, so I keep it readily handy, and I'll probably do a video just on practicing the tourniquet, because it does nobody any good if I don't know how to use it. So practicing this preparation is very, very important. So that's all I have in my bag. Let me open up these two smaller containers and show you what's inside. All right, so what I have in one of my little baggies here is I keep the cash in there. I've got an emergency blanket, poncho, there's actually two of them in here, some zip ties, a little all-weather notebook with a regular pen and also a Sharpie. I've got some paracord, a compass, some fire starting stuff here, some matches, and something to help me start a fire. Some Wisey wipes, and if you don't know what those are, they're really cool. Actually, let's do a little demonstration. I got one here. I'll pour a little bit of water on it. Hopefully I don't make a mess. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna make a mess. Here we go. Oh, there it goes. Just like the littlest bit of water, and it starts to puff up. And it turns into a little towel that you can then use for cleaning something, wiping out wounds. You can use it when you use the restroom. They're just super handy to have, and they compact so small, and it just needs a few drops of liquid to make them pop up and be usable. So I love those. So I always have a few of those in any of my bags. Just the Ziploc bag that they all went into. I've got, this is the duct tape that's folded over so it's pocket size. Makes it easy. You pay a little bit more to have it set up like this, but I don't mind paying the extra just to have that because it's nice and handy. This is a water key. I've never used one. That might be something I should look for and practice on as well, because I haven't ever used one. I know it can be important to have it, so I have it in my bag, and it's to be able to access water from like commercial buildings and things like that. So that's something I need to practice with as well. So that's what's in that one little bag. And then next I have the first aid kit. And here's what I have in my first aid kit so far. I've got moleskin, which is really amazing stuff. You start to get a blister or start rubbing a hot spot, especially on your feet. I cut a piece of this out and put it on there. Oh my gosh, it literally can save you from being crippled and not being able to walk home to being able to walk home. Got some gauze dressings, some disposable gloves, an ace wrap, tweezers, some Band-Aids, just some tissues that I had them in the house. I just decided to throw them in. Sunscreen, which is important for me because I'm very pale and I burn easily, and being out in the sun for 2 or 3 hours, walking home, I will fry. So that's important for me. A maternity pad, because that is really great if for women who might need it, but it's also a great dressing on top of something that's bleeding fairly heavily. So you could put that on, apply direct pressure, wrap it up in the ACE wrap, and you should be good for a little bit. It's very, very helpful. It's much heavier and thicker than these little gauze pads. And of course the Ziploc thing that's in there. And then of course, and also the tourniquet that I have could be considered part of my first aid kit here. So that's what I have in my bag so far. So that's what's currently in my get home bag. I did weigh the bag with everything in it, not the shoes or the jacket, but everything else I put in the bag, and I went and weighed it. It weighs 5 pounds exactly. So it's very light, something to help me get home safely. I think I still do want some tape, medical tape in there of some sort. And then also a map of the area would be good to have. I feel fairly confident, but it never hurts to have a map in your bag. So kind of thinking about those two things to add to it. And also when I do my walk home from work, we'll see what I end up using, what I feel like I should have had and didn't. So that'll be a good trial run of my get home bag. But hope this encourages you, and put down in the comments things I missed, because I'm sure there's some, and tell me what you think. So y'all have a great day, and see you next time. Bye.